Welcome to Profiting Forex Trading. I'm glad to come your way again this afternoon. As my time indicates here, I would like to show you how to use yet another simple strategies. Just a few combinations of moving averages and MACD. So let's move on and work with this indicator and see how it works. So we are going to be using moving average, and the first one I'm going to have here on my chart is 200. Then leave it at exponential 60 and apply to close. This time around I want to change the color to yellow, and then let me increase the width. No, now this is for 200. Structurally on the chart, and let me change to 15 so I'll be able to see this is first moving average 200, and the color is yellow. So let's insert the second one, and then this time around I want to insert 50, moving average 50, exponential, still apply to close. Then this time around I will change the width a bit, then change this color to blue. All right, here is it. Then the third one I'll be using is another moving average. This time around we will use 21, MA21, shift 0, exponential, close, apply to close. Then we change the color to red, and I'd like to reduce this to this also. Then once it is done, just click OK. Here's the third one and the fourth one, which is the last moving average for this strategy. And this time around is 13, apply to close, exponential, shift 0 also. Then I will change the color to white. Then I let the width remain as the previous one. So click OK. So we have this right now. Our chart is looking actually good already, that we can use without adding the other indicator. You can actually use this strategy to trade. You can use it to trade without adding the other MACD that I want to add, but I would like to add that one so that we know how it works. We combine it together, and you will see how lovely it is. So let me add the other indicator now, and the indicator I would like to add, the first MACD is a normalized MACD. So here leave the setting the way it is, and if you want you can change the color this to red if you want, or you just leave it like that and click OK. So let's give it a time. It's going to show. All right, you can have it now. Here is it. Then the last one, the last MACD I'm going to add to this chart is leader of MACD, and here is it also. So you can just leave it the way it is, and I give it like a few minutes. It's going to show, and now we have it on the chart. So I may lightly change this color to red. Change this to white also. So I'd like to change this to red, and then let's see how it look like. Okay, so this has been changed. So I would like to change this also, the other color to to red also. Just follow me. Once you do that, just click OK. Then we have it this way. So this is all the indicator that you need for this particular strategy. This strategy is meant for MT5 and MT5 only. It won't work on the MT4. I mean the normalized MACD and the leader of MACD won't work on MT4. But the moving average, you can still do the same thing on MT4 and you are going to have the same thing like this. Now, having set up our indicator, in case you didn't get it, the numbers for the MA, we just use 13, MA 13, 21, 50, and 200. The yellow color is 200, the blue is 50, the red is 21, and the white color is 13. Apply to close and then exponential. So this is a simple strategy that actually work well. If you will be patient and follow the rules strictly, you will actually make good money trading this particular strategy. You can use it on any time frame at all, it work well. But I'm going to explain this strategy on the M5 or M15, M5, M1. You can actually use it to trade on any time frame you want. If you want to scalp, you can use it on lower time frame. And if you don't have time to sit down with your system, kindly use higher time frame. It's still the same principle and it work well. Now let me explain you one by one. Let me try and enlarge it a bit so that you can see. Now, from this day, 8th of January this year, year 2022, if you check this strategy closely, you will find out that white cross above red. Now, let me explain the simple strategy before I show you signal that was generated with this strategy. Now, number one, if you want to take a trade, the white MA must cross above the red MA, and then it must be above the 50 MA and 200 MA for a buy, and for a sell it must cross down, be the 50 MA must be above, the 200 MA must be above. But as you can see on this chart, we have a bullish move, and that's why we have all the big moving average here. I mean the 20050 are actually a down. Then how do you now use this simple strategy? Number one, as we can see at this point, let's move back a bit, or let me reduce so that we'll be able to see larger picture. Now at this point, we have the white MA crossing above the red MA. Also, and is above the 50 MA and above the 200 MA. And if you look at the other indicator down, the MACD, normalized MACD, you find out that this one changed to blue at this point for a buy. So this was actually an agreement. This was in agreement with all this, and this is actually white, meaning buy. And as you can see the trend right now, it's actually deliver and deliver well. Now, how do you not get out of this trade? Number one way to get out of this trade is once uh this MA, this leader of MACD turn to red at this turn to red, when you're in the buy and it turn to red, you can actually get out and wait for this to actually turn blue again and enter. Or second way of actually getting out of this trade is when this strategy, I mean all the moving average cross below 200, so you can get out at that point. But the best way to actually get out is to use training stop to trade your profit if you are trading indices or volatility indices uh, with this strategy. So you can use training stop to do that. Let's check it on lower time frame. It work well on all the time frame. And here is it. We have the white cross above the red, and the blue, the moving average 50 is below the two of them, and then the price cross. So you are going to wait for the price to cross above 200, and we have everything at this point. At this point, we have everything. So you place a buy at this point. This is just for scalping. And here is it again, the white cross below for a sell, cross below red, then and it's below the blue moving average at this point, and it crossed the price actually crossed the yellow moving average at this point. So at this point, you place order for a sell, and then we have this is actually in agreement. Also, at this point, we have everything in agreement for a sell at this point. So if you check 5 minutes also, it's actually work the same way, still the same principle, and it's going to deliver a good result for you if you follow this simple rule. Just wait a bit for this indicator to load. Okay, we have it. And here is it on 5 minutes also. It's still the same principle. Just make sure everything is in agreement. Number one, the blue, the white moving average must cross the red above, and it must be above the blue and then above the yellow MA for a buy signal to be valid. And at this point, and the normalized MACD must also be blue also. And then at this point, we have everything in agreement for a buy, and this is a good trade. This is how to use this simple strategy. In case you didn't get it, you make sure you go back to the video, watch it over and over again, and practice it on demo account to see